Welcome back, everyone. This is part 2 of the King's Castle. King James, along with Wes Chopin and Pete Colberg. And tonight we are prepping you for WrestleMania. And you heard my take on the Triple H Seth Rollins storyline, no matter how right or wrong that might be in the last segment. But now, I want to switch gears and talk about the Undertaker-Roman Reigns match. Because I'll tell you something, this match has been getting a lot of controversy because the fans think they're trying to build Reigns as a heel, when in reality, he sells more merchandise than any of the part-timers nowadays. But I gotta say, the way it was built this past Monday Night on Raw was absolutely perfect.
Yes, what a perfect product this is.
Roman Reigns...
Let's slurp them some more.
Roman Reigns comes down to the ring. He gets in the ring and basically says, again, this is my yard now. Then we see an ominous scene of The Undertaker from his graveyard digging a fresh grave and talking directly to Roman Reigns. And we thought that was that. Next thing you know, the lights dim, The Undertaker shows up in the ring, and he basically says that Roman Reigns will indeed rest in peace. I gotta say, in the beginning I really wasn't a big fan of this match, but now things have changed. What do you guys think?
I think it's going to be a pretty interesting match.
Why so?
Even though I think they're trying to pan it to this being Undertaker's last match.
Well, about that, I want to get your take on something Blair and I talked about last week.
Okay.
I've heard speculation that because this might be the last match, there have been rumors running around that it might be the main event. Is that a good move in your opinion?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because, I mean, if he's going to go out, he's been a staple in the WWE for so long. If he goes out, that would be the way to go out.
Well,
in a main event status.
Well, do you think because the rumor mill on the internet is building this to possibly be in the main event, if it is, The Undertaker could lose? Mm-hmm. Or do you think they'll let him go out on top?
No, I think it'll be like Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. Even though I hate to put that in there because they both lost their matches to leave. I think they'll play it, or they'll have it to where...
Yeah, if he's retiring, he's going to lose.
Then I think Undertaker, he's had a good career, but I think they'll go out with him losing that match. Just because...
That's like wrestling, that's wrestling tradition.
I say that because how would it look for it to be Undertaker and Roman Reigns lose, stay in the WWE, getting beat by somebody who's retired.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can understand that, but in reality, there have been rare cases where the last match has been a victory. I mean, look at what happened with Edge in 2011.
Oh, Edge in 2011.
That was it, yeah.
He won.
Edge isn't the Undertaker.
He won his match against Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, come on.
Or Alberto Patron at WrestleMania 27.
Yeah.
But then 8 days later, he was forced to retire due to neck injury. And
yeah, but that's a whole different kind of thing.
Well, no,
because he was forced to retire.
Well,
he didn't know his neck was injured.
Go ahead.
Well, all things I've been reading too is that Undertaker's in his 50s, and his health is kind of he can't go in the ring and wrestle like he should. So it would kind of be that same kind of
of
thing.
Yeah, but
not
Edge hurt his neck after the match, right?
No, he.
Plus, there's a little bit.
Oh
my God!
Here's the history.
Why do we have a show?
I'm trying to give you the history so that you can understand.
I know history.
Talking about here,
Japanese Nazis over there.
No, not that history. I mean the wrestling
history, the things that matter.
See,
the scripted game.
Here's what happened. Edge broke his neck in 2003. So he knew then he was wrestling on borrowed time. So heading into WrestleMania, he'd been in a lot of pain. So he made it through WrestleMania and he passed all the tests that were required to compete.
I doubt they actually tested him.
But the WWE wanted him to get more tests, and it's a good thing he did because the MRI showed that he was done.
Up story.
He was physically done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
isn't Edge going out beating Alberto Del Rio a little bit different than Undertaker at WrestleMania? Because Undertaker is a guy who respects the history of the sport, loves the sport. Edge is whatever Edge is. And
living in Asheville, North Carolina.
yeah, good guy, I'm sure.
By the
But
way, I know
think-
Edge, so be nice to him.
You don't know Ed. God. Just the...
I met the guy, so be nice to him.
Yes. I've met DeMarcus Cousins. We're not pen pals.
I have no idea what that has to do with anything, but go ahead.
I see what you're saying.
You meet someone once, it doesn't mean you're dear friends with them.
Unless, you know.
You're not getting booty calls from Edge at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, of course not.
My neck really hurts, man, but I can still do all the other stuff.
Oh, God.
But really, I think like Edge and Undertaker are just different people. Undertaker is like a traditional wrestler in the way that he's very loyal to the WWE. We've seen that throughout the 90s when the Monday Night Wars were happening and everything.
Right.
And he really respects the history of the sport. And the history of the sport is you go out a loser.
And that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go out a winner.
But I just thought about this.
Go
if
ahead.
this is Undertaker's last match,
Okay.
the way him and Kane have kind of... Do you
Right.
think
Kane
Kane
running for
may
mayor.
come... Exactly. Do you think Kane may come back as a one-night thing?
Well, the problem is
He's too busy being mayor.
the problem is we haven't seen Kane on WWE television for months.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe that he could come back as maybe a one-time...
Yeah, I just... like
one-time or part-time thing,
come in
kind of just
coming to screw his brother.
or help his brother.
a classic.
Either way,
Well,
Kentucky?
he is running for mayor in Nashville, so or wherever.
We'll
so
see.
screwing his
But-
brother might
but
help his
where-
campaign.
But
Listen, James, this is the Kane thing. This is my point on the Kane thing. I think Kane's running for mayor in a southern town.
so it was
I don't think like reminding people that he had this demonic character in wrestling is like really something you want to do when you're campaigning and running for office. in the
Well, I mean,
Bible Belt.
I agree with that.
absolutely not.
I agree with that. But I'm just thinking, with it being Undertaker's last match, and
Yeah, that'd be
they
really
were
cool.
brothers, that maybe he would come.
Yeah,
Just
it'd
as
be
a
really-
one-time
It would be
thing.
really cool, but I don't know. I would have to
but
be.
you think it would
you'd have
hurt
to
his
be-
campaign?
It might. I mean,
That'd be
it's
like-
not 1960 anymore, but it
That'd
might
be
be
like
in
Booker T
Tennessee.
coming back to wrestle, even though he's running for mayor of Houston. You see what I'm saying?
Booker T being
And the-
dangerous.
And no
The no
offense,
spinaroonie zone.
no offense to Booker T, but I don't think the Houston fans would dig that, sucker.
Why wouldn't they dig Booker T?
Well, no, I mean,
Oh.
they wouldn't dig him coming back to wrestling, given that he's about to run for mayor.
Oh,
Just
so
like Kane.
it doesn't have anything to do with what Booker T looks like. Why people in southern Texas wouldn't like Booker T?
Don't go there, please!
A little racist, huh? You okay there, Bill O'Reilly?
Blair, I'm trying to stop you from pushing the envelope, please.
No, I didn't say the racist thing. You did. Next question.
But anyway, you said before that as far as the Undertaker Roman Reigns thing is concerned, in order for it to work, it would have to be what you would consider a classic
No,
Undertaker
that's not what I
match.
said. I would say for Roman Reigns to get over after 4 years, it would have to be like that. Because
So-
this is really desperate.
Yeah.
This
So-
is like texting the fat girl on your phone for a booty call. You're going to old reliable here.
You would know all about
Because if the Undertaker can't get Roman Reigns over, no one can get Roman Reigns over. Except maybe The Rock. But you can't trust The Rock with wrestling anymore. And I mean, I don't blame him for that, but you
Do
can't.
you think if this is Undertaker's last match, maybe they would have like a farewell to him, like on Raw or SmackDown, like they have
Oh,
with
yeah, I think
Edge and
They would have
Ric
to.
Flair and all
They
that?
would have to. I mean, it makes sense. He's a trailblazer. So,
Right.
and my opinion is the best way to let a trailblazer go out like that is let him have his moment in the sun the next night. That is, if his retirement becomes official.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was getting at with the Kane thing.
Right.
You know, maybe he could come out, and maybe it doesn't have to be WrestleMania. Maybe it would be the next night.
Right.
He would come out and say a farewell to his brother.
Yeah.
I think you want Kane to come back. I don't blame you.
Kinda. I mean, I kind of like the character.
Me too.
Well, when we come back,
You tell I.
we're gonna break down. We're gonna break down the Raw WrestleMania main event: Goldberg and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Stay right
I've
there.
never been less excited for a main event.
I know, right?
This is the. Yeah. Hearing that Goldberg has taken no bumps in preparation for this.